In this webinar, you'll meet Jordyn and her father, Jimmy, who will meet with Dr. Briggs-King to help Jordyn prepare for an upcoming court hearing in which she is expected to testify against a sex trafficker.
Well, I got your message, but you didn't say very much. Or is everything okay?
I don't know, is everything okay? He's not talking to me. He's barely been talking to me this whole week. Instead, he's been getting irritated with me.
Okay.
Are you angry with me?
Yeah, I don't know. I got a lot on my mind right now. I'm just not really, my usual self.
Okay. So here's a good place to talk about how you can become your usual self, because you guys were doing such a great job. So did you guys have a big blowout or a fight or anything like that?
No.
No.
I just, I was out with a couple of buddies last week, and one of them showed me her video, and I didn't like what I saw.
Why are you watching that? Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I couldn't.
Yeah, so I don't understand all the ins and outs of it, and we can talk with the attorneys in the coming weeks as we prepare. But I do know that internet crimes and some other folks are involved in getting it taken off the internet. It's just there's so many ways that, so many copies, so many ways that it can stay out there.
Why didn't you just talk to me about it?
What the hell do you want me to talk to you about, Jordyn? What do you want me to say to you about that?
I don't know, but I would figure that you would at least talk to me about it. That's why we've been going to these sessions together.
And say what? Hey, guess what? I just watched your sex video. I mean, are you listening to yourself right now? What do you want me to say?
Well, for one, you can stop yelling at me.
Stop yelling. Stop. I just watched my daughter on the internet.
You didn't have to watch it.
I didn't want to watch it. Someone showed it to me.
Okay, and then you should have told me how you felt, and then I would have known why you were acting like this.
All right. Let's calm this down just a little bit.
That's how he's been acting around me for the past week. It's just little things, and then he gets angry with me. You say you're not angry with me, but obviously you are.
No, I'm not. I'm not angry with you at all. I'm angry about this situation. Why the hell we're even in it?
So Jimmy, could you share with Jordyn, beyond the anger, what you're feeling?
Brokenhearted. I'm hurt. I'm sad. I'm angry. So many different emotions. I don't know. I'm just broken up. I don't feel the same. Like, I know I've been going to these sessions for this PTSD shit, but this is just too much. I don't know.
But you've been doing a really good job. Let's for example, when you saw it, did you drink?
No.
Did you use drugs?
I wanted to.
Okay. But you didn't.
No.
So that's progress.
I'm sorry you had to see it. I don't like that those videos are up there. I don't feel good about myself knowing that they're up there. And I don't need you getting mad at me or getting irritated or loud with me because you saw them. You know they're up there. You can at least just talk to me.
So, Dad, do you think you could talk to Jordyn about this?
I don't know what I should say about it. The only thing that I want is for this guy to be put behind bars.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
That's what I want.
So that's what you want, but what I heard was you want to keep Jordyn safe and that you want to protect her. Is that also what you want?
Of course.
Okay. Just checking in, making sure we're on the same page.
You know, you haven't been so easygoing either.
What do you mean?
Well, you seem to want to poke the bear. Like, I go in my room. I want to be left alone, and you want to, poke the bear. You want to keep probing.
Because you weren't talking to me.
No, I
because
know. I know.
Do you not want to spend time with me or
No, that's not.
talk to me at
That's
all?
not it. That's not it.
Jimmy, are you noticing something different at home about Jordyn?
I mean, she says that I've been aggressive and I've been angry, and yeah, I kept what I saw in, and I didn't, bring it to her attention for a reason. But you haven't been yourself either, and you know it.
It's a good observation. So, Jordyn, is there anything different going on for you this past week?
I've just been thinking a lot about this court date, and I've been feeling really anxious lately, and I just don't know if I feel comfortable testifying in court anymore.
Why?
Because I
So it's pretty normal to, get nervous and anxious about the court date and testifying. We'll go visit the court so you can kind of get a sense of how things are set up.
Why don't you want to testify?
I just don't feel comfortable going and seeing him and having people look at me while I talk about what happened, and I mean, you see how he's acting just watching the video. I don't really want people to be looking at me and stuff while I talk about it, and I don't think I can look at JP and say all those things and
Nope.
put him to jail like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That's what's going to happen.
We don't have to decide whether you testify today or not, because court's not for a few weeks, but we do need to make sure that you stay safe, okay?
Okay.
All right. But is it just kind of feeling nervous or anxious about going to court, or is there something more?
I talked to JP recently.
You, what do you mean you talked to him? Talked to him how?
On the phone.
What the hell are you doing? Why would you talk to him?
I guess
What are you talking to him about?
He just wanted to see how I was doing.
See how you're doing?
He wanted to apologize. He wanted to say
Oh, he wanted
sorry.
to apologize. I'm sorry. I put a sex tape out for you.
Can you not talk to me like
Talk
that?
to you like what, Jordyn? Why are you talking to this guy?
Jimmy, can we just take it down just a notch?
He told me he was sorry, and he told me that he learned better and that he's gonna work on it, and that he felt really bad about what happened, and I believe him, and I'm sorry that I talked to him, and it was only twice. It was only twice. The first time it wasn't because I contacted him. He just knows, he knows somebody who's
I can't believe you would talk to this guy after everything he's done. After everything, you would talk to him.
Told me that he still cared about me.
Give me a break. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
You don't know.
I don't know what.
You don't know.
This guy's
like,
manipulating you.
You don't even know him. You don't know him, and you don't know how he feels about me.
I know guys like that.
Well, then you don't know me. Because you don't talk to me.
I don't know you?
You don't talk to me anymore.
What do you mean I don't know you? Why would you say something like that to me?
At least he listens to me, and he'll listen to me, and he cares about what I have to say. It's like you don't even care.
Jordyn.
You don't even care. This past week, you've just been angry
How
and
about this?
distant.
Jordyn, how about this? I care so much that I kept a secret for a week.
You kept a secret, and then you treated me differently.
I just didn't
That's
speak
how much
about
you
it. I didn't
care.
talk about it. That's not something I want to talk to you about. Okay? Because at the end of the day, watching that broke my heart. Knowing that this guy has it on his phone broke my heart. Who else saw the video? You know how many thoughts ran through my head? And I'm supposed to just pop that question? Hey, is that video still out there? Guess what I just saw? How would you feel if I really came and asked you about that?
How would you feel if you were the one in the video?
Why did you make the video?
Okay, so the video is made. We can't erase the past. We can only kind of move forward. And I know that you are angry, but I also know how much you really, really love Jordyn. And you really want to protect her.
Yes.
So at this point, I think safety is probably paramount, and I'm just wondering how we can keep you safe at this point. Because I'm worried if you're having contact with JP, he's kind of in your head and telling you all kinds of things. I'm also worried that you both are keeping secrets, and we know that secrets can really destroy a relationship. And I thought we agreed that we would be honest with each other.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you right away. I'm sorry, okay? But I just don't. I don't want to talk in court. I just don't want to do it.
I'm sorry too. But you can't talk to this guy, Jordyn. You can't talk to this guy. You're breaking my heart here. I'm gonna kill this guy, man.
No, you won't.
So I can't let you kill anybody. Can't let you do that. But what I think you meant to say is you want to protect your daughter, and that you want to keep her safe, and that you would even risk your own freedom to do that.
I would. You know how much I love you. I would do anything to protect you, your mom, your brother. But this is a lot for me. This is a lot. You know I'm struggling. I'm struggling with my own issues, and this is a lot for a dad. Baby, you gotta think about me the same way I'm thinking about you. I'll be there for you as much as I possibly can, and I'll do whatever I need to do, but we gotta do something. Right? We gotta do something.
Yeah, and you know what? We don't have to decide about testimony today, right? We will do something. It sounds like it's really important to your dad to have a sense of justice and put him away. But there's some additional information that I've learned about JP that I think you should be aware of as you make your decisions. The attorneys told me that there are 4 other young ladies that he has also done this to, and those young ladies are younger. And then there's some more that they're still finding out all the facts. And I know that's hard for you to hear because I know how you feel about JP, but I just needed to share that information with you so that you know the full story when you make your decision, whatever that is.
What do you mean by how she feels about JP? What is that? I'm not in all of your sessions. I don't know what you talk about, but I don't understand.
It's not uncommon for young ladies who have been in Jordyn's position to really feel connected, maybe even love the person.
No.
Yeah.
You love this guy?
I just feel like he understands me better than most people.
He doesn't love you. He's exploiting little girls. Do you hear me?
He says he loves me.
No. But you know who does love you? I do. I love you.
No.
We gotta do something to fix this. I know she says that you don't have to make a decision today, but I need you. I need you.
I know it's a lot to take in. And I know just like you were there for your dad, and as he's on the mend and making progress, he's going to be there to support you. Right, Jimmy? You got her back?
I do. I do. We're gonna do this, right?
So, working with dad, Jimmy, who has PTSD, and his daughter, who has had exploitation happen to her, has been difficult in that I had to hold both of them in my hands at the same time and think about their individual needs and their needs as a dyad as well. During the session, I let Jordyn and Dad do a little bit of dialogue with each other, just talking to each other, because I think it's really important for us to see what it's like for them at home. And without that opportunity, I couldn't get a good sense of what the dynamics are in their relationship when I'm not around. And so I chose to lead with that decision. My critical moments today, I think there were a few. One, Dad kind of getting angry and exploding a little bit, and Jordyn dropping the news that she had been in contact with JP were 2 big ones. I think there were several moments where they each became dysregulated. Dad getting angry and a little out of character, a little different from what I'm used to seeing. And Jordyn pushing back a little bit for Dad. And I think that's the complexity of a case like this, where they each have their own traumas that they're dealing with, and really trying to regulate and manage all those emotions in one room. I think for Jordyn, hearing that her dad saw the videotape, sharing with her dad that she had been in contact with JP, and really trying to figure out why he's been so distant and why he hasn't been communicating, especially since they've been doing so well in their relationship. Just trying to understand why the difference in his demeanor and his ability to communicate with her, I think, was really difficult for her. I know we're working and we still have a ways to go, but my wish for Jordyn and Dad is that they see what I can see now for them, that they each continue to work on their journey and continue to use their skills and continue to love and support each other.
What I was expecting from today's session was, I guess, more resolution. What's going on in my daughter's court case. How we can work together better, because we have been distant recently. In the moments where I felt disconnected from my daughter, I was in a very uneasy place. I was very angry. I was very sad. I had lots of emotions going through me. And it was a difficult place, and someplace I really don't want to be in. During today's session, there was a pretty big surprise. I was unaware that Jordyn was reaching out to JP, and it shocked me, hurt me, and angered me all over again. I was very surprised by that. I think Ernestine, the therapist, helped me realize just how special my daughter is and how much she has supported me. And I think that was the most helpful part for me, was, her reiterating the fact that, Jordyn was there when I was at my low point. And she helped me realize that. I would like the therapist to help us, become a father and daughter again. I wish my daughter nothing but the world. I wish she can move past this. I wish she can keep a cool head and not worry about what people are thinking. I wish she could be happy again.
Working with her is really nice because she does a really great job at making me feel comfortable to talk about things, and she doesn't force me to think or feel a certain way. She just kind of puts my mind in a perspective that I've never really thought of, and it makes it easier and more comfortable for me to think in that environment. I was kind of expecting today's session to be rough because I knew I had to address something that was going to be hard for me to talk about, and I knew that it was going to be even harder considering that my dad was being very distant recently, and that I knew that there was something on his mind that he just didn't want to talk to me about. I think me and my dad made a lot of progress after, a while after I first told him about my situation with JP. It was really rough, but we started going to these sessions together, and he started going to sessions by himself as well, along with my private ones. And after a couple weeks, it kind of seemed like we were on the right path, and things were really great. But recently, I've been feeling there's been a pushback, some steps backwards, which is disappointing considering how far I feel like we have come. kind of weird to talk about JP now because I know that, you know, my father and everyone expected me kind of to not talk to him again or keep in contact or feel the same way about him. But I don't think anybody really understands what we've been through or how I feel. So it's hard for me to listen to people say things about him or have them expect something out of me, have them expect me to feel a certain way about him that I just don't yet. But I'm trying to take everything that I'm hearing like to heart and actually like pay attention to stuff and do better and not think about him in the same way that I used to and not feel as dependent on him. I'd like my therapist to know that I really appreciate her helping me and my dad, because although today was really hard, it wouldn't have been possible, I don't think, to have gotten where we did today without it being worse, because I did try to talk to my dad alone, but it just didn't seem like it was possible. So I want her to know that I appreciate her and that I want to prove that the work that she did with us was worth it.